markets is monopolistic markets. So some disadvantages are there related with monopoly market, and some disadvantages are there for perfect competitive market, right? To overcome that, this monopoly competition is existing. So we can say that the meaning of this monopolistic market is, this is the competition where it is having the features of a perfect competitive market as well as the monopoly markets. So this is lying between both these markets. So for example, if you take which market is called as monopolistic market, so let us take these soaps and detergents in India. So these soaps and so many soaps and detergents are there. So like Lux, Dettol, Rexona, Dove, Peers. So all these are the different types of brands which are existing in the market of India. So how they are going to be differentiated? Because all these are the manufacturers who are producing the soaps. We can say that they are perfect competitive market also. They are having perfect competitive market also. We can take example for that also. But how we can say that it comes under the monopolistic market means they have differentiated their product slightly. Each seller is differentiating his product slightly to make them different from the competitors. How it is, let us say. For example, Lux. These Lux products, soaps are going to focus on making beauty soaps. So they are related with the beauty soaps. And Liril will be concentrating on freshness of the body. And Dettol, this is an antiseptic properties. It is including antiseptic properties by this company. And Dove, this indicates that it is a smoothening of your skin. So that means all are the soap brands, all are the competitors, but they are differentiating their product by showing different quality of the usage of that particular product. So this is how they are differentiating from the competitors, and they are able to fix the product's price on their own because they are different. There are no other beauty soaps, right? No competitors to beat the Lux. So like that, they are differentiating from the other competitors and they are fixing their product's price. So this we can say that the mix of both perfect competitive and monopoly markets. How it becomes perfect market, competitive market means they are the all these products are the related same products, no homogeneous products, but they are differentiated, but they are single sellers of beauty soaps. Lux is a single seller of beauty soaps. Liril is single seller of freshness soaps. So like that, they are differentiating to make that it is a single seller, and they are going to fix the price of the product, So which is one of the feature of the monopoly. So like that, some features of perfect competitive market, and these sellers can easily enter into the market and produce the product, and they can sell the product, right? So that feature is related with the perfect competitive market. So like this, some features of the perfect competitive market and the monopoly market are mixed here in case of monopolistic markets. So this is how we can say that it is an monopolistic market. Let us see some more examples of this monopolistic markets. Can anyone give some more examples of this monopolistic markets? So one more example, you can take this fast food company. So McDonald's and Burger King, these are the two products which are going to sell the burgers in the market, but they are not uh, going to sell the product at the market price. They are going to fix the product's price and they are going to sell it in the market. They are the price makers. How they are the price makers means they are, even though they are similar products, they cannot be substituted for one for the other. You cannot substitute the McDonald's burger with the Burger King, because its taste, its quality, everything will be different. So slightly different. Both the products will be different. So you cannot substitute each one for the other one. So in that manner, they are differentiated. So two companies are going to have their own demand, their own customers, their own market. So totally, they can sell their product at their own price. To attract the customers, they may be bringing changes. They may be playing strategies. And another product you can take the example of this is hairdressers. This is one of the best example you can take for monopolistic markets. So many hairdressers dressers will be there in the market, no? So even though there exists a more number of hairdressers, every person's skill is different. Their way of doing hairdressing will be different. So depending on their skill, they are going to attract the customers. That's what happens, no? These consumers, those who are going to uh, be attracted to a particular hairdresser, they will be looking after how they are different from others. And even if they are charged higher prices due to their skill in hairdressing, so these customers will be uh, going for that particular hairdresser only. So this is how the hairdressers will be differing from one hairdresser to the other hairdressers. So that is how they will create in the eyes of the consumers. Once the consumers are going to be satisfied with one person, one hairdresser, automatically, even if they are going to charge higher prices, they will be uh, taking his services because of his uniqueness, or because of his sometimes due to services also, due to politeness also. People will be attracted to that particular hairdresser. So once the hairdresser decides that, or he is going to grab the customers by best services, he can charge higher prices. And he can increase the consumers also, due to his politeness, due to his service, due to his skills, everything. You can take some more examples also. Fast, I will give you some more examples. Any example from your side which comes under the monopolistic market? So many are there. You can give so many examples. Bakery shops, because of their bakery products, styles. If product is different, taste is different, and if the product that the bakery is having, um, how best they are providing, so automatically, even if the price is slightly higher, the demand for that particular product will be increasing, particular shop will be increasing. And not only that, where this bakery is existing, also a particular area where the location of is also one of the thing that it is going to affect the sales of the bakery shops to make them differentiated from the competitors. So overall, the ability of that particular product, that particular seller's ability, his skill, all this makes him to be different from the competitors and to exist in the market, to gain the market share. So which makes him to increase his prices. So this is possible only in monopolistic markets. I think these examples are enough. And you can take another example also, running shoes market. Which brands are related with this running shoes? Adidas, ASICS, Nike, Nike products, Nike shoes. People will be preferring for running, right? So because of their quality, because of their uh, service, how best that product is, they are differentiated from the competitors. So even restaurants, you can take examples of restaurants also. You can take examples of shop repairs, key makers, monopolistic markets, Uber, in case of taxis and minibus companies. Hairdressers already we have discussed, salons. And you can take the examples of bars and nightclubs, dry cleaning shops. All this comes under this monopolistic markets. These are the examples of monopolistic markets.